Welcome to Games in the Dark. After Dark.
After Dark.
This is Cyberpunk Red, Episode 8, After Dark. We just won our real combat, guys.
Yeah.
We did it.
That
We
was
did
a
it.
real combat.
It looked doomed at
First
the
shot.
beginning.
I
It
fired
looked
my first.
doomed.
You fired your first shot. I'm proud of you.
He
You
popped
guys
off.
are
He
a
did
little
a
less
dust pop.
mad at me because you learned that I have 0 in all martial
It's
skills.
like, oh, he's bad at it. Oh,
I'm going to
That's
say
why.
We're only
a
not
totally
mad
avoidable combat.
yes, we're only not mad at you because you passed an acting check. That's the only reason. That's it.
What was his result
Oh,
of the
sure.
acting check?
You
I
wanna
didn't
know?
notice.
He
that.
rolled-
Fuck.
It's
He rolled. I'll tell. He rolled 2 10s
Holy
Oh.
fuck.
Wow.
for a total of 31.
Yeah, he just sucks at combat. Why is he
He
even
sucks at
here? But
Oh,
I
he's
feel bad for him.
I feel bad for him. I think. I feel like Duster is probably not going to let him back in the truck. Like I feel like he's going to be like, you can, like that's going to be the immediate is like, you can walk.
We'll
Forget
see
it,
what
guys.
happens, I
You know.
suppose.
I mean, I
'cause,
might impress
Yeah.
Duster with my affiliation with the Edge Runners. I don't know.
That's very possible.
Maybe.
Actually, Duster would be swayed by affiliation with Edge Runners because that could potentially help his clan. So I think that he would think that that's pretty badass.
I don't think your affiliation's a good one. Gonna be a good one. We'll see.
I mean,
we
as
don't
far
know
as
yet.
we
rumor right
know-
now that Norman was a rat, and I don't know if you want me to roll for that at some
Norman
point.
was a dirty communist.
So, we had 2 people that were almost at half health, and then Liam, you were at 11 out
Yeah.
of
40.
11 out of 40.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay, just
If-
tell me, if nothing else, tell me what spurred the decision, other than finances, what spurred the decision to not have any armor?
Right. So with the Australian character, my idea was like a lot of extreme athletes tend to be Australian. And so if you remember his musical choices and everything like that, it kind of played into that thought process. So he's not against armor, but he's like, well, if I've got a finite amount of money, then I'm going to go and spend it on a cool ass gun or some upgrades, some chrome, something like that.
Yeah, good offense is a good defense. Kind of.
Yeah, good
idea,
offense is
yeah.
good defense. However, I was shopping during the session, and the laser light jacket looks real good to me. Also, the Dirk combat jacket looks amazing to me.
How much do those cost?
I was gonna say those are from supplements of some kind. Those
Yeah, they
I don't know if
Dirk
they all
combat
have-
jacket cost $500 or 580
Eddies.
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 That could pay
yeah.
for like a quarter or less than a quarter of my apartment.
Yeah,
Can't spend that.
580s.
It's too expensive.
And same thing for the laser light jacket. But I do favor leisure wear, so I think that that it's probably going to be the Dirk. Plus, I can hide magazines in there, which I'm
Yeah,
guessing are like speed loaders.
Gotta-
John,
Gotta get some armor.
kudos for
Well, we gotta get
dynamic
money.
combat. Having people come to a active firefight is, I think, essential to making it feel like shit is actually happening.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
Well,
this is
I
a
had
apartment complex.
yeah.
Even just ask, like I think it was a Jamie maybe that asked, like obviously all the stray fire is killing civilians in nearby apartments and that kind of thing. Just even that ask, just to think about, this is a place where lots of people inhabit this.
There
think
were at least 30 stray bullets that
yeah,
popped off.
because like the suppressing fire and all that stuff.
Suppressing fire and then 2 auto fires.
The immediate
Yeah,
answer of, well, it's a concrete building because that's how these buildings are built. Like it automatically, it just all makes sense. And all that environmental stuff, like I love that. I love the idea that there are people, as you mentioned, Mason, dynamically coming, or that there's an immediate, like, well, Sean understands that the environment is this. These are thick concrete walls to deal with an irradiated city and that sort of thing. I just love that it feels real. It feels lived in and like
And
logical.
grody in the way that it should, you know.
Yes, all of that
grimy.
stuff. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Very much so. Good job so far, Sean. I'll be honest with you. I was looking forward to this. I look forward to all of our games, but looking forward to this game in a special way today. I was going through videos and like, you may have noticed I answered a couple of questions people had. It's because I was watching videos of how combat worked before this. I was like, the dynamic combat system in this Cyberpunk Red is so cool. And I've played it before. I've played it with you guys, and I've played it in another group.
Yeah, I want to be all frank with
But
you
it's
guys.
so good.
I fucking love playing the combat in this game, and it is killing me a little bit. But I'm staying true to my character.
I
And,
appreciate
We
the
all
effort.
appreciate. I think we all
and God
appreciate the
knows
student
when
commitment.
Bertram gets his comeuppance and whatever horrible thing happens to him, and I have to make a new character.
Like
He's gonna
so
kill
loud.
a lot of stuff. Whatever this next guy is, he's gonna be a murderer. He's gonna be shooting a lot.
Bertram's living forever. I don't know what you're talking about, Mason.
Yeah,
He does seem like he has the best sort of rat like lifestyle right
He
now.
is the
or
perfect
cockroach.
rat.
Yeah,
The
where
rat,
he'll
yeah.
survive.
And the other
like,
thing-
he'll go through like 8 parties by the end of this campaign.
Well,
I
he
think we're
has-
all mature enough role players as well that when Sean is the game master tells us, no, you believe he made an acting check. You believe he is trying to help you. I think we're all good enough to put the meta away and put the character, like player knowledge away and be like, oh, okay.
Well, the
Oh,
other
okay. Then we are satisfied that he is attempting to help us, and we accept that, right? Which is what is going to get Scout to live, I think, in the long term.
I
The
mean,
other
Scout was
thing
probably
about
calculating
this-
in his head, like, oh, I got to do something here, or these people are
Yeah.
going to get kind of angry,
Right.
so I'll just give them a taste or something.
They're gonna get kind of angry.
they're kind of angry.
Yes.
Now, the other thing I was thinking about is I took a level in Rocker Boy early on, and I discussed it with Sean in the Discord. I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but like he has kind of a messiah complex. Salty has kind of a messiah complex where he's like, oh, I healed those people from the street drugs that went by, and it felt so good. And now I'm not
Yeah.
going to let anybody die in my party. Like I'm going to make sure.
Right.
Oh,
that
the
these
problem
people-
with that
Yeah.
is in the mechanics of this game, there's no way to heal someone in
Right.
combat.
There's cryo bags and there's
Uh-oh.
speed heals.
It's like
but
stim
there's
packs or whatever, something like
the
that, right?
Speed
Like
heal
there's-
is kind of like stim pack. It's a very small heal. I can make them, but I can only make a certain amount of them, and they're very finite. I'm probably going to take some levels in cryo so that I can stabilize like a dying person.
Or
It
just
does
get
get
like
to
a
the
bunch
point
of
where-
synth coke and like give it to us during combat.
Yeah.
I could do that too. You know?
Before we get any further into this lovely discussion, Sean, can we beg for IP
Yeah.
for this session?
Ooh,
yes,
yes,
show
show me my
man.
penis.
So we're gonna start with Jamie because they did some pretty cool stuff. I'll
Yeah, they
say
did. They did.
with their stuff.
I
So
was
they'll get-
trying to channel Jackie Chan, but very violent.
Were you
So,
trying to Jackie Channel?
You know what? I kind of liked all the ways they were doing it. Very creative with the environment. So you know what? I'm gonna be so bold as to go 50.
ooh, thank you.
50 IP. Using that environment, using the stuff I put into the map when I made it. It's pretty creative. I like that. Jay,
Fun wrestling moves.
yeah, I will say I'll give you 40. You did some
40
smart
works.
stuff, like you're like, oh yeah, I'll go. Well, now that darkness is made, I'll move and I'll go into the shadows now, hidden from the shadows.
Yeah.
did
I
good.
like that. I tried real hard at the beginning of last session to be like, I'm turning the lights off so that I can ninja this shit. And then literally every character was like, I'm pulling up flashlights. Oh, there's two characters. They also have flashlights.
My last
is a
Cyberpunk
dildo and make this guy
character-
eat it.
My last Cyberpunk character
I
had
like
the
that.
same eyeballs as
Isn't it?
you, and
Yeah.
it was pretty circumstantial where I got to use it. There's a lot of recon through walls too. That's something that I used it for.
That's
But
cool.
it was to sneak into a college girl's room and steal her phone before
okay,
the
their
rest of the
phone.
party interrogated her.
Thank you for that clarification.
Oh,
Uh,
I remember. So
I did not
I didn't hear what you said initially, and I was like, "What the fuck did you do in real life, Mason?" Then I remembered our
It's a character. Yeah.
previous.
That was Mr.
campaign.
Sid or whatever.
Mason has done everything in his power.
It's a deep
In
cut
real
from like
life.
3 years ago. Yeah, I had no intention when I thought I'm going to invest in the eyes for, dark vision essentially. I was not thinking of it in the sense of like the D&D 5e like warlock with the magical darkness vision. Now I have advantage on everything, all that kind of stuff. I was thinking of it of like I'm driving at night and I want to make sure I can drive and not crash into shit. That was what I was thinking of. I was like, he's a driver, and so what would make it possible for him to drive in adverse conditions? So that was the way that I was imagining.
It'll be really helpful at
UV
night in
glasses.
a helicopter too.
Well, now that I'm thinking that I'm going to save all this IP up to get the chopper, I mean it'll be great to do night raids from a helicopter and have you guys fucking rappel off a chopper and get into a place. Let's fucking go.
It's all fun until someone fails their rappel check or something like that.
And I'll be fine, Sean. I will be fine. I'm gonna have a quick release button on my control where I just actually release all the ropes from my end, and they all just plummet to their death. I fly away, and everything's fine. Everything's fine. Thank you for the 40. I appreciate
it. Mason, I'll give you 30. I think you used you were pretty effective with your role playing, I think.
Yay! I think he was very effective. I think he turned a bad situation into a manageable situation.
Are you advocating that he gets more?
I'm saying that his role playing highly altered his character's his future. He was going to die.
You know what? That is pretty true. I'm convinced by that.
I would agree with that. Actually, I think that choosing like that essentially one turn that he chose to shoot.
It changed his entire perception.
I agree, because I think both Duster and Silverfish are thinking
Salty as well. Yeah,
like Jamie and I have both been vocal over the last 2 sessions of like bad shit's gonna happen.
Yeah, and I hadn't been meta gaming with that.
No, you haven't. Not at all. Not at all.
I think Silverfish's character made it pretty clear that they were getting fucking
earlier. She hated me, and then I saw that she was still hating me, so I was like, okay, reel it back a little bit.
Now, so I'll make it 40 IP. So it'll be 40 IP for you, Mason. Now, I just do want to point out that was such a risky move as well, because I had them roll human perception to determine if they could see through that. So you are.
I know.
That
was insanely risky. There was 2 roles that I'm not like super good at acting. Like I guess I'm level 6. That's max. I would have preferred it to be persuasion because I'm level 7, but
that was so.
Your total
risky.
was what, like a 36 or something?
It was crazy.
It was 31 in total.
Yeah,
the acting check. I was like, damn, like
that's pretty.
They're gonna need to roll 2 10s.
Meryl Streep eat your heart out,
right?
And no, it didn't happen. Because if it did, they would have just started fucking blasting.
And there really is something beautiful about like just letting the dice rule, right? Where the narrative is going to go and what makes sense, right? So
it's good stuff.
And Liam,
yes, I think I should be lower. I'll be honest. Than the rest of the group,
I think it'll just be a 30 for you.
30 is I think more than fair. I have no protestations to that.
I think the system is such that we're all going to have nights where you're perhaps more central or you're making bigger decisions as a character, and other nights when you're like a little bit more in the background and letting other characters take center stage and
this was
allow
definitely
their
the Silverfish cracking necks and Duster pile driving episode.
Yeah,
we got 2 kills.
This was the Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to the next session already, because I just feel like there's that sense of like,
I've been craving,
Duster's a wild card, in a lot of ways in the way that he behaves, and May is like very predictable and like all about biz. But I also think there's that version of when we get into the shit, we're both like focused on solve the problem, and it's also like a very personal hand-to-hand thing. And I think there's like a bond there to some, like that could be developed to some extent. So like I'm interested in that version of things. Not that it I think judging on Silverfish's kind of like brevity in conversation and that kind of thing, but I think that and Duster is not a serious, I want to emote with you kind of a person. But I think that there's a version of like the silent nod in acknowledgement that means much more than an elongated conversation to form that bond a little bit more. And like that, developing that, you know what I mean? Like feels like a natural place to go, an organic place to go. And so like that's a version of things that I'm excited to get into next session and wherever we decide to go narratively with like what's next. Are we just immediately dipping? Are we going after Jesus in his apartment? All that stuff.
We're gonna have to deal with these edge runners. Scout's gonna maybe do some smooth talking.
Yeah, you don't mean you don't have to deal with things like in the way that implied. I mean, I could probably get my way out of this. In my mind,
I mean,
Scout
they said
innocent.
who's got some dude's agent,
right?
Who's got Norman's agent?
Yeah, but I was friends with Norman, and you saw the news thing. It wasn't my name on the footage; it was someone else.
Well, we don't know about. I mean, I don't.
Well, I'm talking.
Silverfish
to
knows that you have some weird dinging noise on your agent, so I think she's gonna put 2 and 2 together. There, she's not.
No, I'm just gonna
dumb.
give it. I'm not gonna be like, I don't know what you're talking about, and then
we got
it.
We got to deal with Jesus. Jesus almost killed Salty, even though Salty's been a little loose cannon, dragging people around. He's still part of the crew. We're still gonna protect him, and we're gonna crack some heads.
Like he's not coming in the truck though. At the end of the day, right?
I think I'm in the truck because I only drug you around. I didn't drag.
I think it's funny that Duster's like the final say, "You're coming in the truck or not."
It's like the rose ceremony at the end. Please have a seat in the truck.
But after we kill Jesus, we need to deal with Salty because Salty's fucked up.
We are friends with Jesus. He's a nice guy. We're just gonna heal him up and we're gonna mend fences so the El Norte don't come after us.
Right.
No, you can't do that.
Yes, you guys are just
we killed 3 of your
you're a nomad. This is an attack, a nomad attack.
No, it's like we're all just people. We all just want to snort some synth coke and party and listen to terrible.
Yeah, but then you might be able to track the phone number on his agent to me. So maybe.
Do you think Duster thinks that far? Duster is a simple creature.
Another thing that came up is, Jay, you had Duster like hesitant to be like recognized from these people, like you're trying to block them from seeing who you are.
Yes.
So that might be. Is that something that is obvious that they're recording? Because Sean, you said that we don't really see.
We don't see the
sort
camera.
of.
He said
camera.
you don't see the camera, but we do see the press across the chest.
I'm wondering what the hell does he
have eye implants? I would assume, without maybe knowing, that somebody else could have recorder implants in their eyeballs or something like that. Like,
wait, so if you find out that I've been recording this whole thing, does that make you is that going to make Duster upset?
Do we not know?
I don't know. Probably as a publicist.
Well, I mean,
when we initially met, he's the blogger.
So not like a video, like not like a vodcaster or something like that. Not like a reporter sending stuff to a news agency, a blogger. And so
our assumption is like we're anonymous
thing,
right?
Right.
We're doing a job and he's doing some sort of media, but it's anonymous. Like we're not identified.
And also, a blog implies a lower level of audience, right? Like how many people are going to
like a smaller niche audience on some webpage somewhere, and it's kind of like, who cares? Yeah. But if it's more mass media, then that's more meaningful. And I think like Duster is like not smart, but he's smart enough to know that like bad PR for his clan, maybe not for him personally, but bad PR for his clan is a thing that could fuck things up for him within the clan. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the only thing that probably really matters in that.
Nomads kill Daniel. They come up and they see a nomad killing El Norte. Oh my God.
Right. But he's probably way too dumb to like put 2 and 2 together. Like May is putting 2 and 2 together for like very rational reasons. But like Duster is
Scout's
saying,
too, and he's rubbing his hands. He's like, "This is
right. Like,
this
and
is
like
perfect."
Duster's looking at Scout, and all he's thinking is this guy is supposed to be like good at talking to people, and he was not good at talking to people in that interaction. And then this guy,
Yeah, I guess you're right. I was like,
right,
"Oh yeah, he told me about this, the
like I
murder."
deferred to you. Like I literally deferred to you to be like, well, Scout will like talk, and then you're like, and then you just ran into a dead end, and I'm like, well, I'm not supposed to be the talker. You're supposed to be the talker. So he's gonna be like, well, that's weird. And then we got into a second fight because we had the other fight in the house, even though it was pretty one sided. And he's like, well, Scout didn't really do anything. He just kind of hung out, and presumably, if you're part of the crew, you should do something, even if it's just like covering fire or tech stuff or whatever. Like
Yeah, I
there should
will
be
say he
something
hasn't
happening.
gotten to the part where like I have the information on where we're going next. I have the
Right.
address. I have the context that the brother is like upset about what happened to his parents or whatever, and they're having a conflict, sister brother. I haven't told. I think I might have mentioned that I found the address to May, but I haven't told anyone that additional context. I just sort of
Yeah.
absorbed it while I was in the room.
I think Scout's playing 3D chess, and Duster's looking at him like, well, that's not how you play checkers. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
like we're playing two totally different games. Like you've got a like depth of stuff going on, and Duster's is looking at what is the surface, and like does it make sense just literally at the surface level. And that's why like that acting check is so important, because he's
Well,
like,
all
oh,
I
okay,
was saying
now
is,
shooting.
I'm preparing for the argument to let me in the truck. I've been thinking about ways to convince dumb old Duster that I'm part of the crew.
Yeah. And so I think two things are true. I think that checks matter, and you have to trust the GM who guides you and says, "Oh, you believe this thing." Like read the acting check. And I also think it's true that that there's that old adage that you can't persuade someone in a game where they don't want to be persuaded, like they have no interest in being persuaded. You know what I mean? Like it's impossible. And so it's like that thing of like, I'm a bard and I'm going to seduce the dragon. It's like, well, the dragon has no interest in fucking a human. You know what I mean? And so I think Duster is like
You
looking at
don't
you
know
and being
that.
like, okay, well, at least you shot a couple of times, but that does not mean that you're valuable at this point. Like you're not, maybe you're perhaps not a hindrance, but you're not one of us. Like you're not like Silverfish and I.
May
Right.
sees the value in the blogger as press to get a name for herself as Silverfish, so that she
Right.
can get higher paid jobs. People that are better than Frenchie are going to come looking for this person who hopefully Scout is doing his job and blogging about.
And there was
But
a power
then
move
I
there.
see
Like
I
I'm
see these three
good with
professionals.
Frenchie.
They have press on their stuff too, but there's three of them, and now I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe this could be an opportunity for even more. Here's a good advertisement. We just killed these gangers here. Let me kill this dude in a gruesome way right in front of them. And
And then you're gonna learn
You're not
that it's
thinking about consequences at all. You're silver lining it. You're like thinking about like what's only the positive that can come from this, not the reprisal that could come from this.
No, yeah, she's seeing it as like her dad was this blood sport champion.
Right.
Now she's going to be some sort of edge runner that is high paid because she's doing brutal kills.
That's literally the double-edged sword of reputation, right? Like if we get a reputation score of some kind based on these jobs, it's like the double-edged sword is how does that positively affect the jobs that you can get and who you're hired by and all that stuff. But also, like I think for Duster's intention, it's like how might that impact the clan, not him, but the clan that he's associated with, right? Like could there be reprisals on them? And so that for him, that's the balance. And for you as like a real, like a true, like capitalist, like, a prospective edge runner, it's like, I only care about the rep and like getting to that place where I'm getting the preem jobs. Right. Yeah. Which is cool. Like, I love that we all have like variations on kind of what the motivation looks like and what success looks like, because then that's going to texture the group dynamic.
I want to see Salty find out what happens with those kids. That's what I want. I want to.
Me too.
In later news, several college students found dead.
Yes.
Are
They
they
were
college? I
kids,
thought they
man.
were
No,
like
they were younger.
elementary.
Kids.
They were
Oh,
very
shit.
young.
I'll do my
And
next
so-
article on that.
And also, I gave all those drugs to that gang to just distribute to people, so there's probably going to be a bunch more corpses because of that. So
That's more press.
that's more press.
No bad
But
press.
by
Yeah.
then my
So bad.
by then my reputation as a healer will be so far gone that
Oh yeah.
I'll be so lofty.
See,
Yeah,
Liam
right.
probably also like Salty probably also wants rep in a certain way so that he can draw more people in, right?
Yeah,
now that
yeah.
he's this kind of
Followers
secret
now.
complex.
And on the rocker boy, I have the desire to have followers, like
Yeah.
cult members, but don't call them that. But like, yeah,
Right. Fanatics. Yeah.
like big, like-minded people.
Well, I'm excited to see where we go next. Great session again, Sean. Great job, everybody, and
Sean.
let's see where the game
Good
goes.
shit.
I am enjoying this campaign, Sean. You're doing a great job.
I'm glad.
Cheers, everybody.
All right. Cheers. Have a good night.
Later.